1799, Pierre and his family boarded the American Eagle, a ship bound for the New World. The passengers had high hopes as they set sail, blissfully unaware they had embarked on a voyage from hell.
Hey, Brooklyn. How's it going? I'll wait and see if any more people come on. Usually, I don't know, for some reason, it's like when I'm on YouTube and don't do StreamYard, people come on quickly, but I did StreamYard. Yeah, happy Saturday. Well, I took my personal time today, from Amazon. So I said, shoot, I didn't come for the first 2 days. So I said, let me use personal time so I could just stay home. And I didn't do nothing today. I didn't do nothing other than looking at YouTube and things like that. Talking on the phone with Shelly Shell, and pretty much that's it. I cooked some, I roasted some chicken thighs and ate some collard greens from that was cooked from days ago. And then the housemate, he's in the room sleeping, so he just came back from doing whatever gig work. Hey, now y'all coming on here quick. Come on, y'all. Come on in the room. Let me go ahead and get my website thing ready so I can share the screen and talk about my topic today. All right. If you please like, comment, and subscribe. I would appreciate that. Put that on my screen. And then if anybody wants to come on the link, I'll drop the link in the chat. So let me go ahead and get my thing ready, what I wanted to show y'all today and have some discussion. Okay. I got the website up with some information. So anyway, I was trying to decide what did I wanted to talk about, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna make this a live stream, so that way people want to come on and ask questions or whatever, they could do it. Now, let me make this disclaimer: I am not an expert. I don't work for WHO, which stands for the World Health Organization, which is a international organization that is part of the United Nations. So all countries that are part of the United Nations, which are basically the big countries like U.S., England, Germany, France, Spain, Portugal, China. I can't name them all. I forgot. So basically, the WHO organization is basically like the worldwide organization, part of the United Nations. United Nations is in New York, and they basically are um, part that brings up about world events pertaining to the health of the world. So, anything that's globally or anything that's a factor that affects worldwide, not simply one particular country. Like, for instance, the CDC. The CDC basically is the health organization for the United States, and they also kind of communicate health concerns and issues to other countries, because other countries have the CDC. They have um, CDC and in their own countries, but the WHO organization is when it comes to handling world global health issues. Like for instance, the Rona, that was a part of, that was something that was dealt with the WHO organization because it became like a global outbreak. So, so anyway, what made me bring up this topic about the monkeypox? And I'm gonna share my screen in a minute on some facts so we could look at it, read it, and let me tell you, the reason why I started talking about it was because I don't listen to regular radio as much anymore. So when I'm in the car, I tend to listen to like public radio. And I went back to watch like public radio that speaks on various different topics. So one of the topics, and this was last week, this was like 2 weeks ago. So 2 weeks ago, they was speaking about the monkeypox, and they had this one particular person. They was here in the United States, and they was speaking about they may have monkeypox. So they went to their doctor, and they was trying to tell, well, maybe the flu, you know, whatever, and they kind of refused to kind of give them the test for testing of monkeypox. So after going to several different doctors in New York, and he kind of, he was speaking and saying he wanted, he felt he has monkeypox. Now this person must have been a national or world traveler of some sort, and did some, So he finally forced the doctor he went to, and forced to contact the CDC about getting a test or getting tested for the monkeypox. So they finally tested the monkeypox on him, and it was confirmed that he had monkeypox. So, and this was a couple weeks ago, and there was always, and it's a very contagious virus. I don't know how you get it, but let me share with y'all some of the things on the screen from the website itself. So let me go ahead and share this with y'all. Mhm. Okay, y'all. Y'all see that? Let me bring it bigger. Okay, y'all see that? Let me make the screen bigger. I can still talk on it. Now, look at that. That is. Let me get these stickers off. I take these things. Take this off. Take this off. All right. So this is what it looks like. Ugh. And let me just discuss this further. Monkeypox is a virus of an orthoprovics virus that causes a disease with symptoms similar but less severe to smallpox. While smallpox was eradicated in 1980, monkeypox continues to occur in countries of Central and West Africa. Two distinct clades are identified: the West African clade and the Congo Basin clade, also known as Central African clade. Monkeypox is a zoonosis, a disease that is transmitted from animals to humans. Cases are often found close to tropical rainforests where there are animals that carry the virus. Evidence of monkeypox virus infections has been found in animals, including squirrels, Gambian porch rats, dormice, different species of monkeys, and others. Human to human transmission is limited, with the longest documented chain of transmissions being 6 generations, meaning that the last person to be infected in this chain was 6 links away from the original sick person. It can be transmitted through contact with body fluids, lesions on the skin, or internal muscular surfaces such as the mouth or throat, respiratory droplets, and contaminated objects. Detected of virus DNA by polymerase chain reaction (PCR) is the preferred laboratory test for monkeypox. The best diagnostic specimens are directly from the rash, skin fluids, or crust or biopsy where visible. Antigens and antibody detection methods may not be useful as they are not distinguished between orthoparoxid virus. All right, so you can see this right here, but look how it looks on the skin. Now, monkeypox. Okay, y'all see that? And so let me go back to the screen. I'm trying to, and then it tells you the incubation period of monkeypox range from 5 to 21 days. Illness usually lasts 1 to 3 days with symptoms including fever, intense headache, lymphadenopathy, swelling of the lymph nodes, back pain, muscle ache, intense, or lack of energy. Now, somewhere in here earlier when I was looking at it or reading it, it was talking about here in the United States, they stated something about that it was found like in gay men or something. Where did I read that at? It was something here. Treatment. Let me see. Contact with sick or dead animals should be avoided, and all foods containing animal meats or part needs to be properly cooked before eating. You know, Shirley Show, you was right. We had talked about that. She's talking about you have to be careful about things in the food. But I said I didn't know because I didn't read this part. Yeah, so eating, you know, I know what it was. She was talking about transposing or importing of different foods. You could bring some type of disease. Yes, that's true. I thought it was she was saying about that it was coming in from the foods, but according to what I just read, it could come from anywhere, really. You know, so a lot of foods that's imported from other foreign countries can sometimes bring out outbreaks of viruses because things, you know, people import a whole bunch of different animals and oops, somebody got a comment. Let me see. And people come in and import a whole bunch of things and animals, and you can't eat raw foods unless you know. So that's possible. Now they were talking about it will be transmitted from gay men and men, and I know I read it somewhere, but it was something that I read, and it was on that WHO website. But it just got me to thinking all these issues of these diseases, monkeypox. I heard that monkeypox years ago, but I wasn't too much paying too attention because you were thinking monkeypox, you know, oh, that's something dealing in some African tropical countries or something. Never could be in the United States. But so when they was talking about it on the public radio and I was listening to it, they were speaking about it and they were saying they didn't have nothing in place in the United States to test. And if any outbreaks was to happen, it could spread like you know what. Begins with an A, ends with an S. Well, you know what? I'm not monetized. AIDS. When AIDS came out, people didn't know what it was. They it started out real small in California somewhere. I think when I was looking at documentaries about the AIDS epidemic, and people, you know, it was some mysterious thing. And, you know, people, you know, was getting sick, gay men, they were getting sick and they was reporting it to the CDC. Now, you know, the CDC is right here in Atlanta. When I worked at the IRS, it's right next door. The CDC is right next door to the IRS. Right up there on Buford Highway. That's one of the main offices. And they just thought it was centrally this with gay men and that's it. But you see, now you know what happened. You see the history. It spread it. They ignored it. They thought it was only certain people could get it and whatever. Now, that coronavirus, 2 years ago when they first came about it, people, you know, China, when they were trying to come out and tell about the viruses, they call it SARS. Coronavirus 2 years ago, that outbreak, that's not the first case of coronavirus. Coronavirus or COVID-19 or whatever, they have various variants of that years, decades ago, whatever. The only difference is now, from 2 years ago, it spread it. Now, people were trying to say the same thing. I don't know what it is about people thinking. I don't know if y'all want to see this, but if y'all want to see it, you go to www.who.org. You can read more about it. So, but this is information about it, and the reason why it is now part of the WHO organization is because that is a worldwide issue. It's not just one particular country. But so anyway, about a couple of days ago, when I was listening to the public radio, NPR radio, and they had mentioned it again. And this time, they were saying that it was like a few hundred or thousand, I can't remember, a few hundred or thousand people. They was having this monkey. All of a sudden, they said they had these outbreak of monkey pox. And I think it was somewhere out there in California or something. I knew it was somewhere in California. I said, why every time something happens, it always starts in California? Because most imports of international boats and ships, goods and services, when it comes into the United States, all products, services, food, whatever, comes from the ports out in California. It starts out there because if you ever look at a world map, China is on the west. So when it comes to California, that's the shortest route for them to go. So California import foreign ships from all over, particularly China, Taiwan, all over. So they bring these products in the United States, food, goods, meats. You don't know how they be treating that meat when it comes from China. That's why I said fish. They said that's sway fish. And I was like, what the hell is sway fish? And I looked and went to the Kroger and I saw it said imported from China. I said, I ain't never heard no sway. And I did my little research about sway fish. And I didn't like the way it looked. I took that back to Kroger. So I said, nope. I started reading how they don't, I don't trust nothing from China in terms of meat, fish and stuff. So I always say, where did it come from? I said, if it's like wild caught salmon, it had to come from like Alaska, wild caught, not that processed things. They come out of China. All those fishing companies go to China because it's easier for them to process the meats and the way how they go about it. They don't have strict restrictions in the United States compared to what they do in China. Somehow but nothing's perfect, so things come across this country, meats and pork and all kind of stuff, And like I just read to y'all about the monkeypox, how it comes from animals, and if you cook meats and you don't properly cook it, you can't try to eat raw meat. You know how people cook meat and they be like, See, you don't know what you be eating in your body, all that viruses and all kind of stuff, and you were like, well, how I get it? How that happened? That's exactly why. Let me go and put the link in if anybody wants to come on, because I don't want, be talking. So let me tell y'all, they ain't talking about it. I don't hear nothing on the CNN. I don't see nothing on Fox News. I don't see nothing on it advertised on the internet, blew up. But yet it is here. The monkeypox is here. And you don't have to be in some sub-countries in Africa to get it. Because basically it comes from like any type of animals, dead, they say don't be trying to come across any dead animals. And lately I'm driving around. Sometimes I see a dead deer in the road. People hit a deer, dead animals all up in the road, and I'm like, ugh. And I'm not saying you can get monkeypox like that, but all it takes is an outbreak to happen, and then it's gonna go. Then it's gonna explode and go crazy. And we don't need that at this time of year. We don't need this. We don't need to add another thing on top of other stuff that's going on in the world right now. You know, that's that's that. I said, let me talk about that. Let me bring it. I don't want to talk long on it because I don't want to get my message lost in the long streams of talking and talk about other different things. So we're gonna talk about this monkeypox. And this monkeypox, I don't know, I keep saying, say that 10 times. Monkeypox, 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 monkeypox. Whew. And then so last week sometime, a couple of days ago, when I was listening to the NPR, they had talked about it again. And it was like they was talking about it and it was saying how with all the shortages going on, with all the supply chain going on, they were saying that if this was the outbreak, they said they don't have anything, they don't have enough medication or um, vaccines or whatever to treat people if it was a major outbreak. If a major outbreak was to happen, they said they don't have it. And I was like, oh my God. And this person that was talking about it spoke on it. And they were saying that the United States is really not prepared to handle anything like this to happen. And I was like, oh my God, So it is something that's not being discussed, unfortunately. Oh, hey Romeo. If you want to come on in the stream, let me know. But yes, they also blaming. Well, they're not blaming. I don't want to say blaming. They're not blaming who is coming from the gate. They're not saying that. What I read was it was cases that was reported, because anytime you have you have an outbreak such as that, any type of disease, whether they have you one person, they're always going to report it to the CDC so they could track. And they asked a bunch of, I don't know how they determined it was gay men, but or how they came up to say that, but the cases that's occurring now in the United States, the ones who had it, that they're diagnosing were gay men. Now, because it came out of California, not to say, if it's San Francisco, probability of being gay men. I don't know. All right, Romeo, I'm gonna let you in the chat. What's up? Look at who got their hair cut.
Yeah. Hey, so it's hot in here.
Hot, I know. It's cool here because it's it is 10:30 here, but it's cool.
Yeah.
But it was hot. I don't think I've been outside today, but it's been hot though.
Yeah.
But anywho, so I said, let me talk about a substance topic rather than me rambling about stupid stuff. What's going on in the gig world? Be saying people crazy and talking dumb about stupid stuff. So I said, let me talk about the monkeypox, because I didn't see too many videos on YouTube talking about monkeypox, but hopefully it won't be a big thing because I don't want no outbreak to happen. So
We don't have the cure, but there's a shortage of medicine for that.
yeah, that's what I said. The person on the radio when I was listening to the NPR radio was saying that if there was an outbreak, there was hardly little to no medications to cure it.
Yeah.
But he said that the person, because I heard this 2 weeks ago, about 2-3 weeks ago, I first heard it. The man came and said he had monkeypox and they didn't want to treat it. They didn't believe it. They were saying it was other stuff. Oh no, it's this. No. And he had to force the doctor to contact the CDC to administer a test that they didn't even have, or they didn't have hardly of. So they had to force to test that man with the monkeypox And then last week, sometime on when I was listening to the radio, they were saying that there was a whole other bunch of people who had got the monkeypox. They were all up in California somewhere. So I was like, ugh. And I said that reminded me. Radio happened when AIDS happened. You know,
Yeah.
one person had it. They say he was a flight attendant worldwide, and then he came, California, and then it was like 100 gay men, and then it turned to 1,000, and then it spread from California to New York, and it spread it like that. Nobody didn't notice. They didn't take note at first, and then it just
Hey,
out of hand.
people don't. Sometimes the doctor says, "Hey, it's in your head."
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. People say all kind of stuff. People
Yeah.
didn't believe the COVID, and then they want to be like, it's fake, it's cool. Why you wearing no mask? And then now look what happened. Even though people walking around, some people still wear masks. I mean,
Yeah.
I try to wear mine, but I don't wear mine all the time. But I'm not really out and about like that.
Yeah.
I'm not even close to people. I don't.
Yeah.
And
The
yeah.
other time I go outside is when I walk or go to like Safeway or Lucky's to buy stuff. That's it.
Yeah. But then now recently there's some new outbreaks of some other variant. I don't even know what it's called.
Yeah,
Yeah.
BA5, BA6 or something like that.
Something like that. And they were speaking on that, but see, they're not really focusing and talking about it as much because people have been such in an uproar about it and they kind of not saying nothing about it. So if they're not saying nothing about that, something that's still not eradicated, surely they're not going to bring up the monkeypox because that's going to be politicized and I don't know, ain't nobody got no monkeypox. And then people's going to say stupid stuff like, well, I heard it was only gay men, and and then it's going to be crazy. Hey, Sally.
And when they got it and they blame the government, why you didn't do anything? You told us not to do anything, so we did not do anything.
I don't think the conversation is going to flow like that. Why you didn't do nothing? The people are just not going to. People are just not going to believe it, and they're not going to. They're going to think it's fake, and they're not going to believe, and they're not going to.
Yeah.
They're not going to believe it. They're not going to say why you did nothing about it. But
Yeah. I know what you mean. If the government says do something, they said no. If they do nothing, they blame them. Do what they want to do.
they're not going to do anything. They're not going to mention anything. There's too much stuff going on, and
Yeah.
nobody. And because of what happened with the COVID thing, when people just didn't believe it and didn't believe the science and didn't believe this, they're not gonna take it seriously. So
Yeah.
they're not gonna take it seriously. People are gonna be misinformed. And this situation, if it doesn't get handled, it's gonna be too late. It's gonna be just like everything else.
Yeah.
They're gonna only respond to reactionary things that happen. So I just know, God forbid, hopefully it doesn't get out of hand. But if I'm making this video, so remember y'all, when 6 months, 9 months, or whatever down the road, and y'all start hearing about this monkeypox, remember, Lady T did say that. She, because just like I told y'all a couple years ago, I told y'all it was going to be a recession and stuff, and I said it, then.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all might not remember because my videos be so long, but I mentioned it about this recession and economy and different things then.
Yeah.
Now, like I said, if COVID just exposed it, but I don't know. That's a whole new topic altogether. So I don't want to mix. I don't want to lose the message.
Hey, T. On my city, I see every 1 or 3 houses says for sale sign or say in painting.
You said what now? I don't understand what you're saying.
In my city, every block says sign says the house is for sale. They are saying the house is.
Well, everybody live in California anyway, so that's a whole. You got to make a video about that. Everybody been leaving California, so that ain't nothing.
Yeah.
People been trying to flee California for the longest. So people trying to sell whatever and get out of California. Tax too high, everything too high, crime too high.
Yeah.
That's not surprise.
Yeah.
Everybody trying to move to Atlanta and moving to Georgia, the South,
Texas, Nevada, Arizona,
Idaho.
yeah, Montana, and Indiana, something.
Well, I don't know. People moving whatever, but
But the people in those states, they complain why they come here, and everything went up big time.
well, who knows?
Yeah.
Anyways, all right, y'all. Go ahead and comment, subscribe, like, Cash App, whatever. I don't know.
Hey, T, I might get a job at a non-profit.
Doing what?
Databasing,
Who?
database.
Database.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Using Excel or what? Hey, that's one thing we volunteer because I know like small things help them.
Okay.
I know the pay we not that good.
Well, I mean, you work in a nonprofit, but
Yep. Hey.
I think I may have to start looking and working for a nonprofit organization so I could work there for 9 years so I get my student loans forgiven for working for a nonprofit. Man, it's like I'm going to do that. I'm going to start looking at nonprofit organizations.
Yeah.
Because I didn't get that position as that fire technician that I was telling you about. Like they told me some little small assessment tests, and I was, supposed to read these codes, and it was so small I could hardly read it. And then I didn't finish it, but I took the test the second time and I passed it. But they must have go by some kind of the likelihood of her passing the test is unlikely, and they didn't choose me. But it wasn't a salary position. It was independent contractor. So you have to basically get your own books. So it seemed good at first when he was talking about it. It seemed really lucrative, but then I said, going to businesses, small businesses and medium businesses to let them sign up for fire services and things like that. How likely are they going to pay $1,200, $1,300 for a sticker in the fire? So I said, you know what, whatever. I said, but I do have an interview on Tuesday with another company called Third Five. It's hard to explain what it is, but I don't know. I was looking at all these different things coming up about a lot of people in the tech industry are being laid off, and it's not no entry level whatever. It's like I said, dang, the people who's make good money at these tech companies, they're getting laid off. So they scrambling to find other work, and people got job offers rescinded. But I said, all these companies was getting this big money from investors for all these years, and now it's affecting the tech industry. But the tech stocks, it's gone up this day. I mean, a couple of days, the stock market's been going up, but they've been laying off people. And then I was like, dog. I said, well, at least I'm still be working. I'll still be working TurboTax. They already sent me the email the other day. Please go and log on and put your schedule out from January to April. They want to do the whole schedule for next year. They trying to get ready for next year tax season, but I'll be working in a couple of weeks, for the tax extension deadline, which is October 15th. And then, but I won't be working 40 hours. I'll be working 25 hours. And then when it slows down, then it goes dormant. And then December, I pick up, do the training for next year, and then it'll be time to hustle and bustle come January. But this time, I'm going to be studying for my enrolled agent exam. I got the book right downstairs open to study, and then I could get promoted to an expert, and they'd give me $4 to $5 or $6 more than what I'm making. So I need to push that. So I said, I'm still trying to look for a tech position as a tech SDR, which is sales development role, but it's basically making calls to companies to try to get them to get some type of tech service or whatever. So, but I heard that I said, well, dang, how many companies are going to really sign up for a type of technology? They may not even have the money to buy. So I said, shoot, I'm glad I learned and try to study for the role to be an SDR. But at the same time, it might be a little bit hard to get into those positions or get people to sign up because that's where you make the money. So I said, but I'm gonna keep pushing though. But I'm gonna be focusing more on my own business at this point, my own tax business, and get the tax software so I can start marketing my business for next year because I know a lot of people is gonna need help, and these companies ain't going any cheaper in the tax preparation service. So I try to give the best service possible with the rates because I said 150, 200, but people who got business doing Schedule C's and everything else, they got to come up with $400-$500. So, but I'm gonna ramp my business, but I'm gonna be really expanding more in that and generate some more business. Not my usual little customers that I have. I mean, I appreciate the ones I did in the past for doing their taxes, but you know, but I'm still at Amazon, and I met my 1 year anniversary right after 4th of July, and I took my I didn't take VTO yesterday. I already took unpaid time. I needed a break. The previous day before I took bereavement, which is paid, and then today I took my personal time. And I will be working tomorrow in at a shop. I'll be working Sunday 5 hours for overtime. They had extra shifts. So I said, I'm gonna work tomorrow 5 hours. I said it can't be that bad. I could do that. 12:30 afternoon to 5:30. I could come in and do that. So I'm gonna work tomorrow. And then of course I'll go back to Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. But they've been offering VTO and they've been real, I tell people, I said they're gonna wait until Prime Day. Prime Day is what? This coming week. And Target started to do something like a 3-day big Target day, and eBay. So all these companies started following up what Amazon is doing with their Prime Day. But I'm not buying nothing for Prime Day. I canceled my Prime membership at $140. I said nope. I said I'm an employee. Y'all can even give a discount for the membership. I said nope. I'm not doing it. And then you only get the good pricing for Amazon is only items that Amazon sells themselves, not the third party companies. Y'all know that when you go on Amazon, those are sold by other companies that sells on the Amazon platform. Those are not going to be on discount sales. It's only whatever Amazon fulfills. So, and I haven't looked at to see what they had. I don't know what I don't know what I need to buy from Amazon at this point. I don't really need to buy nothing, to be honest. I'm trying to be mindful for my budget, and I've been doing surveys, and they're getting on my nerves. So I finally cashed out my 2022 $2,260 something dollars. I cashed that out, and I've been looking for other assignments to do, and I'm not finding as many assignments lately, but that's okay. I have other apps that I can work on. I'm starting to go back and do some mystery shopping for apartments. I got one for $30 that's due this week, coming week. I just signed up today, so that was $30. And I'm going back. I went back. I said, when the last time that I did a mystery shop for the apartments? And that was like, they try to say it was 2 years ago, but I was like, dang, that was it. So I'll be going back to doing some apartment complex mystery shopping. I started looking at them. They was paying $50 per shop, $30 per shop. The ones, if you have your own camera, you put the camera and you record it, they was paying $50, $60 for one. So I said, I'm gonna start doing some of those again. And some of the other apps like Observer and Field Agent, and the Source. Because I had other apps to do to make extra money, but I was so focusing on survey. So I have other things. And then I don't know if I want to do I'm waiting to do the Amazon one with the grocery deliveries. They call them what's that thing, Amazon? Um Dang, what is it called? Everybody been doing it lately. Let me see. I'll know in a minute. Oh, that's what it was. Spark. Yeah, that's what it was. Amazon Spark. I signed up for Amazon Spark, but I'm on a waiting list, so I'm waiting to see if they have any when they need some more people, and then they'll notify me when they have it. But I heard that was pretty good. But the thing about that is when you first start, you have to do your first 10 deliveries and they'll give you the bonus. So in the beginning, they give you all these bonuses. So a lot of people and Romeo went away. And then a lot of people get I seen a lot of people doing that. And some people who were so talking about, oh, I'm gonna do they'll do it Uber Eats and DoorDash. A lot of people went and started doing Spark. And they said they were making pretty good money, but then just like anything, when too many people hear about something, everybody jumps on, and then when so many people do it, you used to get some good money, and all of a sudden you don't really be making as much money anymore when it first starts. So I don't know. I'm always doing different gigs all the time, but I need to be concentrating on my personal business and doing my tax business, especially when the upcoming tax season comes. But I'm not going to be doing a whole lot of. I want to focus my tax planning, not just simply do the return and that's it. I want to do tax planning, so I'm doing some. I'm looking into different software to start marketing other things pertaining to taxes, not just file a tax return once a year. That's it, because it's more to taxes than people realize. And so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start talking about different types of investments, especially if you're a gig worker, because a lot of people have been doing 1099 independent contractor. And when you're an independent contractor, self-employed or whatever, you have to think beyond just paying taxes, or, oh, let me write this off. It's more than just writing things off to pay little taxes. It's beyond that people are not realizing when it comes to their future. Because when you self-employed, I know I jumped off the topic. That had nothing to do with no monkeypox. But I'm going to end this video in a minute anyway. I'm not going to talk long. But when you do, when you self-employed or you 1099, and if the recession is going on, like it's saying people is, the unemployment rate is 2.5%, but yet there's going to be a lot of layoffs in these tech industries. I don't think it's going to be, people that's going to be like, oh, I got no job. Because a lot of people did that great resignation. They were leaving to be on their own business. But now the tables are turned, because a lot of companies now, they don't have to pay such high salaries like they used to. At one point, when there was a demand, they were paying money. They needed people so badly. But a lot of things are now going to be, companies are either not going to make any money, they're not going to make as much money in profits, they're not going to be able to pay, salary, so they're going to have to cut their workforce by a certain percentage or whatever they need to be. I I said a long time ago, I said, if you work in these gig jobs, you better find something, some type of W-2 job or something, because I said, it's not going to be as easy to make money just doing being 1099 or independent contractor. And I think in a way, I'm probably glad that that fire technician position, which was a 1099, where you make work on commission, they say, oh, you can make six figures, but sometimes it's good to have a little cushion of some type of W-2 job to get some income coming in and then do side gig work to supplement, or build up your, yep, W-2, W-2, W. Hey, Sherry Shell. You was right about the animals and the transmission of that monkeypox thing. I just read it, so you could go back and replay it. But I did mention you that we were talking about it earlier. But yeah, when you said import of meats into the monkey, yes, that is true. I just read it. I didn't say that was what you said was not true, but it was something about like importing of meats, but people cook meat. It was a lot. But anyway, I don't want to talk about that monkeypox thing. I just want to bring it out there so people can discuss it. But yeah, so I mentioned that it's best to start looking for something, a W-2 job, especially like working at Amazon. See, people took Amazon for granted at one point. People work at Amazon and they would be like, I quit, I can't stand it, I'm leaving. And then now people hanging on to their dear life to work at, to keep that Amazon job, even though it's hard, and one point you could say, well, I need a job. At one point you could go to Amazon.com and see if they hiring, and they used to be hiring all the time. Every Thursday it was like 50 people, a whole new group of 50 people being hired for different departments, and they put you in wherever. Now, for the last month and a half, Thursday, I said, dang, they only got 3 people. They got 3-4 people. They showing them around and hiring. They used to be 50. It would be over 50. It used to be a whole break room, the whole lunch room, which is huge. They used to have at least 70 people at one time coming in for a job to work at Amazon. And then about a good month, they'll be like, dang, ain't got nobody came in Thursday to come as a new hire. Then they had like maybe 3-4 people. And people who work at Amazon, they staying as long as they can. They ain't leaving. It's about, I'm leaving, I'm going somewhere else. I've been there a year. July 5th was my 1-year anniversary. I haven't been back to work since. So when I come back, I'll be working tomorrow for overtime. Not overtime. Yeah, I guess it would be overtime. I picked up extra hours for tomorrow. So I'll be working Sunday from 12:30 to 5:30. I said, let me try that. See how I feel, gradually trying to work extra hours, but not work 10-hour days. So I said, I think I could do 5. I could get in there and do it. And then this is Prime Week, so I'm not gonna yeah, that's a drop in hiring. That is a drop in hiring. You can go to a website, you go to Amazon website, there be positions available, and you don't have to interview. You just see it. If it's open, you choose it, boom. You go down the day they tell you to go and take the drug test, because you take the drug test the same day, right there, seal it, put it in the box, and you don't have to go to no interview process for those warehouse facility jobs. And people would, they would come in, they need a job, and they have an opening. You'd apply and be hired. Now, if you worked at Amazon before, you could, let me see, who had me a private chat? Oh, okay. That Romeo talking. That's what talking in the background to his mom. So yeah, when I told y'all last year, I said, y'all, if y'all need a job, go to work at Amazon. It pays pretty decent, but it might be hard work, but you get health insurance and stuff like that. Do they have work from home jobs? Yeah, they do, but when I see it popped up and I tried to apply, I couldn't get in there. I'm like, what the hell? But it goes by quick. When they list, and it's not permanent. That's the thing about when they have their work at home jobs. When they do have it, um, it's always around this time of the year, right around prime. But I work there, so I have to look internal, and I never check the internal jobs or what they have available. But yeah, they do. But they do, but it's not as it kind of goes by quick. And since I work there, it's hard to say, well, can I work? I want to work from home too. Because, at one point, I had an opportunity to work from home at Amazon years ago. I still got their little tablet ready to in the drawer. And, but I was using my own computer and they was only paying like $12 an hour at the time. And I was like, I must have bumped that. But shoot, if I knew that I could have been in HR and worked inside the site as an internal, I would have bit my tongue and started and kept on doing it. But no. But when you work from home with Amazon in terms of the training, when the position comes available, it don't come up too often. Most of the time they hire people because Amazon is global. So if they have people working from home, they usually in Costa Rica and some foreign countries. I was like, when are you going to hire more people for the United States? The jobs in the coffee shop near your ear. What? The jobs in the coffee shop. What coffee shop near what area? You talking about your area? I don't know. But all I know is all these fast food places and all these places, you know, even at the grocery stores when they had signs saying not hiring and this and that or whatever, and people was like, I don't want to write no whatever. If this recession is bad as people say it's gonna be, I mean, we are already in recession, but if things start getting bad in terms of people looking for jobs and being unemployed, and they suddenly these companies stop hiring and start saying, okay, well, we could hire. They got the control. The companies got the upper hand. Whereas before, when they had the Great Recession, these companies were paying people to keep stuff afloat. Now they're gonna have to control and say, okay, we only could do part time. We only could pay this amount. They can only do this. Not every sector, but just certain sectors. So I've always said, if you're doing these gig work, you better find something. You know what? With this is July. Oh, it's starting to thunder. I'm about to get off in a minute. I ain't gonna stay here too long. So come, this is July. They already talk about back to school, and they're gonna be bringing out some school supplies. They're gonna be people begging for people to buy, begging for money to buy school clothes for their kids and school supplies and have all these drives. People ain't gonna be able to donate like they used to. Even if you did have a job, people are not gonna be able to donate, buy some expensive book bags and and people trying to buy expensive shoes and stuff like that. I'm not trying to be selfish and stingy and stuff, but everybody having a hard time. Even if you had kids or you don't have kids, people, I'm like, shoot, people know school come around every year, school supplies and buying stuff. They better do these little side gigs to come up to pay for school supplies and clothes and stuff like that. But it's starting to rain and thunder. Uh-oh. That damn Charlie. He walked out the door today. I know he'd be under that car. So he better come in this house when I come downstairs. He go downstairs in a minute. Mm, well, yeah. But anywho, that's all I want to say about this monkeypox, Lane. It's my light's about to go out. But thunder, thunder. This little monkeypox thing. Hopefully it don't get out of hand. But the way they was talking about, when I heard on NPR, they were saying how if there was a major outbreak, the United States may not be prepared to handle it, but hopefully they'll keep that thing eradicated and at bay, and people not politicize it and say, "I ain't real, it's fake, it's gonna, ain't nothing but the flu," and talking crazy, because that's all it took. You see what happened in the AIDS epidemic? It started out with a few hundred people. Then it broke out, and then people didn't take it seriously. The government ignored Ronald Reagan. Politicians ignored the whole thing. All right, Romeo, see you later. And then look what happened. Look what happened. So, all right, y'all. Thanks for the thumbs ups. Please comment and subscribe. And I guess I'll talk to y'all tomorrow when I get home from work. So, yep, I'll be working from 12:30 to 5:30 at Amazon. Luckily, it's only 5 minutes away, so I just go up the street, you know, do whatever, and I guess we'll talk about some other new topic. But let me go because it's about to thunder. Y'all can hear that thundering, and it's about to rain, so my grass is growing like crazy. Hopefully, the housemate will be able to cut the grass soon. If not, I may have to try and then go from there. But anywho, I see 8 of y'all in here. I hope I have 8 thumbs up. So I would appreciate it. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. I would say share, but I guess you could share the video, but comment, like, subscribe. I'd appreciate it. I'm trying to finally get to 1,000 subscribers because, but I'm going to be more frequent and more consistent in coming on here, making my channels. I'm not going to do no fancy editing, and I may go on live when I'm on my phone since I know I could do it now. So I could at least show y'all some of the things, some of the sights when I'm out and about. So, all right, it's a good rain out there. Let me turn this air conditioner off. Let this breeze go to the window. It's been raining, hot, and it's always been raining at nighttime too. That's the thing. I remember one time a few years ago, it used to rain early in the morning. Now it seems like it's raining late at night, in the middle of the night. But y'all know how cool it feels. This nice cool air, nice and refreshing. But anywho, y'all have a good night. I'll talk to y'all later. All right, Romeo, Shelly Shell, Sally. One day, Sally, you're gonna come on my channel. You ain't gotta show your face. You just come on. Brooklyn Boy. It's 8 of y'all, but I only see Brooklyn Boy, Romeo, Sally, Shelly Shell. Who else is on here? Because it's 8 of y'all, but I only see 4 of y'all. I know Dorian, you be jumping on sometimes, but you be at work. Who else will be on here, lurking in the background, listening, not coming on? But anywho, y'all have a good night. I've been on here for an hour, just in time. So, talk to you later. See you tomorrow. Bye. And stay safe. Watch out for the monkeypox.